What's going on, guys? So I just finished watching 30 minutes. It took me a couple days to finish watching all this whole video, but it was 30 minutes of Gravity Rush 2 gameplay that was shown on PlayStation Underground, and it's not as if it was like started out with it like it was a long episode of the PlayStation, because PlayStation Underground is kind of when they just play games, and I guess I don't know, they did it at E3. I'm pretty sure they do it all the time, but it's bigger at E3 because there's new games we're looking at. And so the idea behind this was the actual gameplay wasn't played like from the start or anything. You had to skip to like 5 hours into this whole play, because it's not as if it's episodes. I think they just play a bunch of games, going on. They just bring in new people. So it's an ongoing stream of video. I think they live streamed it. And so again, so now you have to skip to 5 hours. That's when you finally see this Gravity Rush 2. And I think this is where they picked off the 30 minutes of gameplay, and then Kotaku re-uploaded it onto their YouTube channel, whatever. And after I finished watching it, I was just like, wow, like this game needs to come in my life, and it needs to come fast. And it brought me to this question that I know a lot of us have always think about, but it's something that just really hit me right now because of how I feel like Gravity Rush 2 is about to do. I don't even want to say bad, but I think it's about to do really bad in terms of what expectations. I guess my expectations, maybe even some of your expectations. In reality, this is a PlayStation 4 exclusive. This adds on to our buyability, like the reason to get a PS4, something that is pretty big, and especially 2016 right now, because after E3 a lot of the games are coming out in 2017 and beyond, and so in terms of exclusives for this year, Sony, there is a good bit, but not of these high quality. There's like World of Final Fantasy, that's gonna be exclusive. Dragon Quest Builders, that's an exclusive. Stuff like those games. I don't want to say they're high. They're triple A, but just something about them is not the same with Gravity Rush 2 in a sense. I don't know what it is. But Gravity Rush 2 is on the level of Horizon Zero Dawn, is on the level of Persona 5 and all that stuff. That's the way I see it. While Dragon Quest Builders and World of Final Fantasy, I feel like those are just one notch below them in just terms of, I don't even want to say quality, because like it's not as if those two games, World of Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest Builders, aren't quality, but that's just how I see it. But anyway, so those are exclusive, but it's like, I guess it's because they showed something sort of Gravity Rush 2 on the show floor. They showed that quick little trailer, while Dragon Quest Dragon Quest Builders, they didn't show that at all, so that's just how I see it, as Gravity Rush 2 being higher. And so I just hate that this game is about to be an amazing game. Like I said, I'm gonna have a video out, explaining everything I picked up from this 30 minutes. I took some notes, and I think we have everything, everything we need to know. So anyways, yeah, I'm gonna put that out. But after you watch that video, I'm sure it's gonna change your mind, and it's going to make you feel, I don't know, if you're like me, you love Gravity Rush 1, I think you're gonna get more hyped for Gravity Rush 2 after I make this video. And then it's gonna hit you too. You're gonna be like, why don't they show this enough? Like, again, I made that video about anime games at E3. I'm not expecting it that much to be shown during the show floor or anything. Although Gravity Rush 2 is something different. I feel like it's a different story. It's an anime game, but it's not that I don't want to use this term, but I'm gonna say it's not that weeb. Now let me say that real quick. Weeb, when I use weeb, I use it very loosely. I'm not trying to have it as an insult, because I know some people did not like it when I used it in that anime games at E3 video. So I just want to apologize right off the bat. I don't mean it to be an insult. I'm just kind of explaining it. But this is a perfect term, a perfect situation where I feel like it's used correctly, not correctly, but like I have a more reason to use it. Gravity Rush is, I just feel like it's not as weeb. I feel as if it could excite people who don't really play anime games, JRPGs, it could actually interest somebody. And I know for a fact, because somebody like Broken Games HD, he made a little review for Red Rush Remastered, and he doesn't touch anything anime. He's not like that at all. So that right there is a nice little factor of it. It's not as weeb as some other games might be. So while yes, it doesn't have to be shown during E3, but I think they should have shown maybe a full trailer. Just how like they did what's it called? The Last Guardian, how they showed the gameplay of it. They could have just shown that 1 minute trailer. Literally, it's a minute trailer. Just throw that in there a little bit, just so people can see that game and really start wondering what it is, and they start searching it. But instead, they show literally 3 seconds. And also, while watching this 5-minute game or this 30-minute gameplay, the guy Nick Accordio, he first started off by really pushing to market Freedom Wars. I remember that, and then once that basically, I don't want to say died, but the hype wasn't as where I feel like it should have been. He kind of then moved over to heavily marketing Gravity Rush 2. You see his banners all Gravity Rush 2, but it used to be Freedom Wars, And so while he was playing and like talking, he's just really just hyping this game up, just saying how beautiful it is, 2 times the world size, so many blah blah blah, just making me so much more excited for it. And it's like I love seeing that passion, but it's so sad that the main Sony cannot share the same passion for this game, and they do this for a lot of their stuff. Where they set themselves up for failure. They do this with a lot of stuff. Just main factor would be the Vita. They did not enter the market with a really like a big fist and really attack the market with it. They were like they're like partially trying to market it. I feel as if also it's because Sony wasn't in as great of a position as they are now, so they were just trying to do minimum amount of effort, I guess. And it just irritates me, man. And I just have the question, why do they do this? Like, how can you barely talk about Gravity Rush 2? Like, I'm talking when it first got announced, like a little teaser trailer in 2013 of December. 2 years. It took us 2 years. End of 20. Was I guess the middle of 2015 to finally see something about it again. Not 2 years, but it did only happen in 2013. So we went a full whole year not hearing it, and half of another year not hearing it and then all of a sudden again we just hear about the whole thing. And I just think that is such a dumb thing to do, especially with a game that you have a lot of passionate developers behind it and everything. And I just can't help but just be mad that I just cannot see this game selling very well at all. I do not believe, the Gravity Rush Remastered did not sell all that well either. It was mediocre at best. In US, I swear that I saw something like 14K. I remember in my where's my Gravity Rush. I know I searched that up, but I cannot remember what I saw. But it is nothing outstanding, and I can't see Gravity Rush 2 being any better. And it just saddens me, that a great game like this, like I said, that has a lot of passion developers behind, is not gonna see the shine that it deserves. Just like Freedom Wars, just like Freedom Wars. And it's so hard because I'm kind of contradicting myself saying anime games shouldn't be shown at E3, but I just feel, it doesn't have to be shown at E3. I just feel like they should do more marketing on their YouTube channel, make more videos on it. Say, how for Hellblade, if you subscribe to the PlayStation channel, Hellblade, man, you be seeing developer diaries, and we're all just seeing the game being developed, and so it's like we really don't need to see it anywhere else because we can just see that they're working hard on it and everything like that, and so. Whenever it finally gets shown, most of us are gonna know, the majority, because like it's like 50,000 people, or watch. Obviously not majority, but you get the idea. Like it's not gonna be random for some of us. But other than that, that's all I gotta say. Just irritates me that they really just always be setting themselves up. Like I said, it happened with the Vita, and it's always the games that are made by their own studios, like Sony Japan, stuff like that. Their games are never marketed all that well. And it sucks because it all comes down to how it started on the Vita, and the Vita didn't give it as much shine. Whereas something like God of War, I'm pretty sure that started on like console. I don't know. I want to say started on like a PS 2 or 3. I haven't really, honestly have no idea of the God of War story, but you know, it started on, I don't feel like, even if it was on the PSP, it first started on, PSP did a lot better and was pretty known, you know, it was known worldwide, like everyone knows what a PSP is, you know, and so even that, you know, it's still, that's, I feel like that's just why God of War is such a great series right now. It's so loved because it started on the console where it gave it the you know, nice shine that it deserves. And I just think, yeah, Gravity Rush sadly just did not get to be able to, you know, get the shine it deserves because it just started on a failed console. But that's all I gotta say for this video. It's really tragic, man. All I know is I'm gonna love the hell out of Gravity Rush 2, you know, despite how it sells. But you know, I could be wrong. It could sell good. You know, it could sell good. And I'll be very happy if it sells good. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. Thank you guys for listening, watching. If you have any questions, be sure if you have any topics you want me to talk about, be sure to do hashtag AskJammer on Twitter or in the comments below. And if on any video, and if I find it out, if I find it as a good topic, I'll make a video on it. So other than that, thank you guys for watching, and be sure to leave a like. I really appreciate it. And I will see you guys next time. Peace. You see, I'm waiting and they hating, and I'm sipping on my tea. Bad bitch walking past, may I stop you, please? And I'm hungry as a bitch, but this life ain't free. If I'm trying to get this money, I can't really shake a tree. I be working, it's a 3:15. When I stop